Good evening, everyone. My name is Josie Jones, and I am delighted to welcome you to the Southeast Philadelphia Collaborative 5th Annual After-School Idol Talent Show. I know I'm excited to see what the youth are bringing to the stage. How about everyone else? I will be hosting tonight's event along with my co-host and past Idol performer, David Sang.
Hello, everyone. I would like to say thank you for coming out tonight. And I know from personal experience that it's like a few things that are exciting. It's getting out on stage at the Kimmel Center. And like for the youth performance, and on behalf of the youth performance and the visual artists, I want to say thank you for coming out. So give it up for yourself that's coming out tonight to support these performers.
Before we get started, we wanted to share a little bit about what the Southeast Philadelphia Collaborative is. The Collaborative, also known as SEPC, is a network of 7 youth-serving agencies committed to nurturing and empowering youth to be leaders and positive contributors in the Southeast Philadelphia community. Now, what does that really mean? We work with hundreds of youth every day in the Southeast Philadelphia area from ages 12 to 18. We have been around for 12 years, since 1999. We encourage youth to find their voice and to make an impact in their community. We provided technical assistance for our network agencies, helping to provide the best youth programs and opportunities possible. Of course, we don't do this work alone. As a collaborative, we have a network of agencies who work with us in our community in a number of powerful ways. I am going to turn it over to David to tell you about those great agencies.
Our network agencies are Cambodian Associations of Greater Philadelphia, Caring People Alliance at South Philadelphia Fells Community Center, Fleischer Art Memorial, Pennsylvania Migrant Education, Sunrise of Philadelphia, United Communities of Southeast Philadelphia, Variety, the Children's Charity of Greater Philadelphia. And as the night goes on, we'll be sure to share some of the accomplishments of each of our network agencies.
Now, before we get started, I have a couple of reminders. Please make sure all cell phones are in the off position or on silent. I'll give you a minute to do that. So if it has an on button, switch it to off.
Yeah, I had to turn my phone off too, so.
Also, please note that flash photography is not allowed during the performances, and food and drink is definitely not allowed in the theater.
But now, Josie and I could probably talk on and on about what SEPC is about, but one of my friends is ready to come out on stage and help us explain what SEPC means to us.
Great. Let's bring out our current SEPC Youth Leadership Council member, Chan M.
Give it up, give it up, give it up.
All right, let's go, Chan.
What's up, Chan? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah.
What's up?
You nervous? No?
I said, no, I'm not nervous.
No. All right, so isn't SEPC like a weird name for like an organization?
Yeah, no offense to SEPC staff, but the first time I heard it, I thought it was a generic brand of Pepsi or a disease. I don't know, probably die from it.
I kind of thought that too, but you know.
Yeah, but does anyone here know what SEPC is or what it means?
Anybody? Anybody?
Anyone?
Nah?
No?
Well, that's still not enough. But right now, we're gonna take our time and explain to you guys what SEPC means to us.
To us, SEPC means a lot of different things. It doesn't mean going to a program where you do stuff.
And SEPC is about helping teenagers like us to reach our full potentials and keeping us safe and engaged is like the #1 priority for SEPC.
And since I've been going to SEPC activities like breakdancing at the SEPC Teen Lounge, and doing stuff with doing projects with Fleischer Art Memorial, I think I've grown up a lot. You know what I mean, David?
Yeah, I feel the same way. But on the bottom line is that SEPC is it's about youth, and there are hundreds of other kids just like us who have been touched, changed, and supported by the programs that are part of SEPC. And we actually have some of our SEPC alums here tonight to tell us more about it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage SEPC program alum Shannon and Lynn.
Give it up, give it up.
Hi everybody, my name is Lynn Hill and I'm a sophomore at Temple University majoring in neuroscience and also a member of the Chi Alpha Epsilon Honor Society.
Hi, my name is Shannon Torelli and I'm currently a medical technologist working for a clinical and forensics laboratory.
Thank you. So by a raise of hands, who is in the after-school program or a Southeast Philadelphia collaborative program as of now? All right, come on, raise your hands, raise your hands. Good job, okay. And by show of hands again, who has never been in the after-school program or Southeast Philadelphia collaborative program at all?
Well, there's a lot of information out front, so please feel free to check it out. Well, both Lynn and I have been in many after-school SEPC programs. Especially the Youth Leadership Council, we were members for all 4 years of our high school education. We both know that these programs have enriched our lives and opened our worlds to many positive experiences that would not have been capable of happening without SEPC.
Experiences such as the Put the Guns Down campaign rally, participating in After School Idol, and even going to the Bronx in New York City to check out another youth council there and seeing all the good they're up to. SEPC not only helps teens and kids get involved with their community, but also helps them network and make lifelong friends.
Experiences that I have found meaningful to who I am today were travels around the city and out of state to meet other youth that had positive ideas and dreams of their communities and what they would want it to be. Also, visiting colleges with adult SEPC members who had attended college in the past who could give us stories, experiences, and advice on what to do for our future education goals.
Participating in SEPC did not mean clear skies at all times, especially as teenagers. We felt that we were being pushed to our limits. As Shannon mentioned, we were Youth Leadership Council members, and we were in charge of, project planning. We had to make deadlines, and we had to do some grant writing, and it was really tough, because we were teenagers, but it really prepared us for the real world.
Now as adults, we appreciate so much that we were pushed past our limits, because now, as adults, we know there's no limit to what you can do in life. And without these SEPC programs, we would not be the people we are today. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll give it back to David and Jolie.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon, and Lynn, for joining us and helping us remember what organizations like SEPC are all about, the youth. Speaking of the youth, let's get our first act out here.
But before that, we should introduce to our judges this evening. So, our first judge, representing the Point Breeze Performing Arts Center, Phil Catino. Give it up for Phil. There you go.
Okay.
Up next.
Phil is representing.
So up next, the Executive Director of Art Rising, Marissa McMickens. Give it up, give it up.
From the How Philly Moves Project, joining us is photographer JJ Tizot. Tonight, Phil, JJ, and Marissa will be judging performances in the categories of dancing and singing. JJ will also judge our first ever juried art exhibit. You'll hear more about the exhibit later in the show, and we will get to hear from JJ during our award ceremony. Now let's get this party started.